The No Fate channel, checking in. And so much has changed in my home gym over the past year that I thought it was about time that I did a new home gym tour. Come on in. On this Dad's Home Gym series, I typically can be found reviewing pieces of home gym equipment to help you decide if they are going to be right for your home gym, if you will get a lot of use out of them, if they will exceed your expectations, and most importantly, if they're worth your hard-earned money. So if this is your first time to the channel, give the video a like and hit that red subscribe button. Before I dive in to my personal review of my beautiful Pleasure Palace, also known as my home gym, I think it's important to take a quick step back. When it comes to home gyms, we oftentimes see the final product. When it comes to anything on social media, you always see the end result, but you never see where it started. So I want to know from you, comment down below, why did you start your home gym? What made you drink that home gym Kool-Aid? I know for some of you, for many of you, for most of you, it was because of everything happening in 2020. For me, that wasn't the case. I started building out this home gym because I had children. Yeah, I'm a dad of two, just trying to be a good parent to my kids and still accomplish my own personal goals. And when I had my first son, wow, things changed in terms of time management. It was harder and harder to get to the local gym, even though the local gym is fairly close to my home. And unfortunately, I was getting poor workouts in. I was missing workouts. The kids were sick, snow days. There was a whole litany of excuses about why I wasn't training, but ultimately it was just time management. So at that point, I started to build out this home gym with a few key pieces of equipment to just have something in case of an emergency. Break that glass when there's a snow day, when the kids are sick, when the gym itself is closed. And as I went on, I ramped up, just picking up more pieces here and there. Then I had my second child, and frankly, it was even harder to get to the local gym. In fact, I had 2 gym memberships at one point in order to maximize one gym's earlier weekend hours to make sure that I could get my workouts in as I was continuing to build this home gym. And then 2020 hit, and you know what happened. The home gym area went wild because of everything that was going on. Local gyms were closed, and people discovered the beauty, the wonder of it all, of having your own home gym and having zero commute, not dealing with that weirdo in the locker room that likes to walk around naked, and not dealing with people not wiping down equipment. And home gym lifestyle has been born. And I know so many of you have started long before 2020, so I'm always curious on why and how you started your home gym experience. Easily the biggest and the best pickup for 2021 has been this PR 4000 Power Rack from Rep Fitness Equipment. Frankly, the previous equipment I had in here just wasn't that safe, and I didn't feel comfortable squatting in it. I wanted to be safer while I was benching, and I wanted to get back into front squatting with a barbell. So I needed a power rack. And like many things when it comes to home gym equipment, or just life itself, I have to say, I wish I had done it sooner. So this is 11 gauge steel. I got the red and black color combo. I got the multi-grip pull-up bar handle. And I've got these J-cups. I went with the J-cups for the reason of, with front squats, I wanted to be able to have a little bit of room to roll that bar in order to kind of get it cinched up underneath my neck and on top of my non-existent front shoulders. Now I went with the strap safeties, and I actually recommend these to everybody for a few reasons. Number one, they are a lot easier and quieter on your barbell. I lift early in the morning, and I don't want to be waking up the kids with that clang and bang. Also, with regards to aligning these safeties, I happen to think it's a lot easier in order to get that perfect spot so that you are safe. You're not going to have any potential injuries if you happen to fail a lift, but at the same time, it's not going to hinder your range of motion. As far as this power rack goes in terms of my workouts, this is really my bread and butter. We're talking bench, squat, pull-ups. I'll do gymnastics rings, TRX stuff. We do bent over rows. All my home gym workouts usually start right here in this bad boy. For those that predominantly squat, bench, and deadlift, they almost never touch a dumbbell. But for my lifting style, which is bodybuilding / functional training, I hit these dumbbells every workout. For my longtime subscribers, you know I got it done with these Power Block interchangeable dumbbells. I happen to think these are the best interchangeable dumbbells out there. But when I hit 40, I decided it was time to treat myself to a birthday present. And I went with Rep Fitness's Urethane Dumbbells to give me that local gym feeling. And it was a big check to cash, but sometimes you gotta pay the man his money.
Pay that man his money.
And frankly, they don't take up nearly as much space as I thought because I got the Rep Fitness dumbbell racks as well. So they are fairly up against the wall and out of the way. And I have 5 pounds all the way up to 105 pounds, which is more than I probably will ever need when it comes to dumbbells. One item I am a massive fan of, and I think often gets overlooked when it comes to home gyms, is a landmine. And this is the Rep Fitness independent landmine, and I love it because I can shove it in the corner. It doesn't take up any additional space, but it adds a whole plethora of additional exercises, with the main one being bent over rows. When it comes to barbells, so many people in home gym environments feel like they need to have a different barbell for every day of the week. For benching, squatting, curls, Olympic lifts, deadlifts, one just to hang on the wall, never to be used again. But for me, I happen to think I only really need one good barbell. And my ride or die for the longest time has been this blacked out Rep Saber bar, black on black. This thing is awesome. It's stood up well over a year for me, and I've beaten the heck out of this thing. Everything from curls to deadlifts to throwing it in my landmine. If it's a lift, I use it, and it's kept up and comes back for more. The finish is beautiful, smooth in the middle, but nice, good, knurling to grip every time I grab it. And I haven't done a goddamn thing to maintain this. It probably needs lubricant. It probably needs some TLC, but so far, so good. I will say I am a bit hypocritical. If you've watched the channel, you know I do have multiple barbells, in part because I do reviews on those barbells. Also, I was able to pick up a beater barbell for less than $100, so why not? And I am expanding my garage home gym, so I do need barbells out there because I don't feel like lugging them back and forth. While barbells get all the love when it comes to a home gym environment, I happen to think auxiliary bars are where it's at. I happen to find myself using auxiliary bars a bit more often on a week-to-week basis than my barbell itself. Titan Fitness cambered multi-grip barbell, also known as a football barbell. Had this for a year and a half and absolutely love it. When I bench, I almost always bench with this bad boy because it just hits different. That extra 2 inches gets deep, and I do mean deep on your chest, and those inside grips are great when you want to blow up those triceps. On to the next auxiliary bar. Squat safety bar. Now, I literally got this 2 days ago. It does a few things. The biggest idea is it takes a lot of the weight off of your neck and vertebrae, especially if you have back issues, and transfers it to your shoulders to be a bit more comfortable when you squat and help prevent you from blowing out your back just a little bit. Also, because of the hand position, it's a neutral hand position in front. It allows you to kind of not jack up your wrists when you are squatting super heavy and digging in. Verdict is out on whether I will be utilizing this a lot, but I did want to pick one of these up just to see if I could get back into rear squatting with my herniated disc. On to the next. Easy bar. You know what this is for. Curls for the girls. Now, previously I had a generic Amazon.com Easy Bar. It got the job done, but frankly, I wanted something a little bit better. Something with that beautiful knurling that just hits different in the hand. So I went with this Rep Fitness one, and I am not looking back. Obviously, most people know Easy Bar for curls, for bicep curls. Can also do skull crushers, bent over rows, and I've just been excited about this bar. Not only does it look and feel beautiful, but it just hits those biceps in all the right ways. And one of the good things when you have to go expensive when it comes to home gym equipment, when you splurge, when you buy yourself that beautiful bar that you may not need, but you want, is that home gym equipment lasts forever. In a year, in 10 years, in 100 years, this is still gonna be a beautiful, easy bar, and all it's gonna need is a little 3-in-1 oil. Hex bar. For those of you who have been subscribed to this channel for a while, or you've been on my Instagram page, NoFade247, you know I am a big believer, proponent, and outspoken when it comes to utilizing the hex bar. For me, I predominantly use it to replace the deadlift. It puts my hand in a neutral grip position and it dumbs down the deadlift. For many of us, we've got good form on the deadlift with 1 plate, 2 plates. But once things start getting serious, our form looks a lot more like a dead cat than it does a dead lift. So for me, I happen to really utilize these and love these, and I use this Titan Fitness generic one because number one, it gets the job done. Number two, their improved version unfortunately has a little bit less space between the handles, making it difficult for us taller individuals, I'm 6'1", to actually get in there and perform the exercise. One of the best things about this though is that dual height handle. You've got the high handle and you've got that extra 2 inches when you just wanna hit it hard. And I utilize these on leg day, maximizing as much legs out of this exercise as I can. In my home gym, I utilize a 2-bench system, allowing me to set up stations so that I can quickly transition from one exercise to another. In 2020, I got an FB 5000 competition bench from Rep Fitness. Love it. It certainly exceeds my expectations and holds up to all the pain and gain that I'd throw at it. Now, I did have an AB 3100 and I got rid of it. Why? You're looking at her, the AB 5200. Not only is this thing an absolute monster, not only is it long and beefy, it stands up on its own. It's built to have its own internal structure so that when you tilt it up, you're not sitting it against the pad, you're sitting it against a piece of metal. And that allows you that when you want to use it, when it's go time, you just wheel it out, plop it down, and it's great. But when you're looking to conserve space, you just pop it back up and it sits nice and neat against the corner. So many people, when it comes to their home gym, they think finances are the limiting factor. And unfortunately, that's temporarily true, but in the long term, it's not your finances, it's the amount of space you have available to you to get your home gym built the way you want. So for me, adding this bad boy, this beast of an adjustable bench for the price tag was absolutely worth it for the space savings alone. I know so many of you love the clang and bang of metal plates, but for me, I don't want to poke the bear. I don't want to wake the dragon, known as my 2 kids. I want to have a quieter workout if possible, and bumper plates allow me to do that, and they protect my floor a lot more than metal plates would. I have a host of bumper plates from Rep Fitness, both their regular colored plates and their competition plates. I also have a few competition plates from Titan Fitness as well. And the recent pickup in 2021 is this plate tree. I had a cheap Amazon knockoff that did not get the job done. It was not stable enough, and I actually had to drill holes and add support, and it still didn't work right. This Rep Fitness one has been great. It's beefy, and the way they design it is for maximum stability. This Titan Fitness functional trainer was the biggest purchase I made in 2020. And frankly, I was lucky to get it when I did. Here in 2022, this same piece of equipment now costs $2,500. Functional trainers are awesome for a home gym. They really give you that local gym feeling. For many of us, we go to the local gym, we love the cabling so that we can do drop sets, we can do supersets, we can have quick change outs between weights and between exercises, and that's what this functional trainer is all about. It actually doesn't take up much space. It fits on one horse stall mat all by itself, and it even fits my low ceiling height. The only addition I've made to this functional trainer is picking up a few extra handles. Recently, I picked up a set of 5 of these type of handles thanks to as many reviews as possible. They were on sale from Walmart for $77, and then Basement Brandon talked me into actually pulling the trigger. Well, you're gonna get a bill from my wife for my home gym addiction counseling, but other than that, I have been ecstatic, and I have been a big proponent of picking up a functional trainer for your home gym if you have the space and the funds. Obviously, I am a big fan of kettlebells. Now, many people know kettlebells to be great for functional fitness, and they are. I also really enjoy incorporating them predominantly in my leg day when it comes to lunges, box step-ups, front kettlebell squats, kettlebell deadlifts, and a host of other exercises. Something about the kettlebell just throws you off with regards to holding the kettlebell, doing the exercise, makes it a lot more difficult. I have pairs from 20 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds. Now, you don't necessarily need pairs, and you don't necessarily need every interval of weight. Most of you who are looking to have a home gym can get by with 1 to even 3 kettlebells. That should serve you perfectly. I will say the fact that I have so many in large part is because of this muscle rack here. It does store these kettlebells quite easily and keeps them out of the way. I really try to incorporate a lot of functional training in my workouts. Frankly, I should be doing a lot more. But speaking of functional training, I've got these medicine balls and this medicine ball rack, which was a gift from my wife for my birthday some years back, and it's held up. I have added slam balls, which I am a big fan of because I think they do everything a medicine ball does, and you can slam them as well. These things are great, and obviously you don't need as many medicine balls or even slam balls for your home gym, but I happen to have the space because of this rack. When it comes to saving space in your home gym or my home gym, the philosophy I take is to build up. Oftentimes you can't create any extra floor space, but you really want to use as much height for your home gym as you have available. So these racks come in handy big time. This edition coming in at the tail end of 2021 with regards to helping me organize my home gym. This is a wall control peg board and super easy to install. And I'm a big believer that if you want your home gym to have that local gym feel, you need to keep it neat, organized. You need to make really good use of your space. One way is to put all of your knickknacks up against the wall, off the floor, out of those cubbies where you know where they are and where you can see them and utilize them quickly. I was a big fan of putting these in, super easy to install, and I've got tons of extra room for future pickups. Just a quick overview, I've got my knockoff Angle 90s grips that I am a big fan of coming in at $20. I've got all my forearm exercise bands and equipment here. I've got my Pioneer belt. So one of the funny things about Pioneer belts is that so many people love Pioneer for their belts. Unfortunately, no one talks about this nylon belt. I've got tons of belts, and this happens to be the one I use almost every time. They don't talk about it on their website, but this is an awesome nylon belt if you're looking for it. Easy on, easy off, tons of support. I've got my stopwatches. I'm a big fan, a big believer that you should measure your rest, because oftentimes if you grab your phone, too much time has gone by, or if you're in a rush, you're not taking enough time in order to have enough rest to maximize those gains. A recent Black Friday pickup in 2021 has been these egg weights. Essentially, they are weights for your hands when you are shadow boxing or you're on the elliptical or you're running and you want to just have non-clunky, super heavy weight in your hand to really up your game with regards to the effort that you have to put out. These really have made shadow boxing in my home gym much more of a chore and much more fun, and I can't say enough good things about them, and I've been using them regularly for the past month and a half. Cardio? Cardio? Yeah, I know, cardio sucks, but it's something that we should all be doing more of. Frankly, we should all be doing a lot more of it. So here's the cardio section for my home gym. And yes, I am very thankful and grateful that I actually have a cardio section. First piece I got was this treadmill for free. Yep, a lot of people are looking to get rid of home gym equipment, and I was able to grab this, and with just a little bit of lubricant, this thing runs like a gem, even though I don't like to run on the treadmill. The other piece of equipment I got was in 2019, before 2020, this Cybex. This is a commercial grade piece of equipment. It's one of the first versions or iterations. The new ones are a little bit better with regards to weight and feel, but I picked this up used. The only problem with picking up used equipment is the transportation. My buddy Roger, he's probably still cursing my name because we had to get this into his truck and then down here into my basement. It was brutal, but for the price that I paid for what I got, it absolutely was worth it. This is a great piece of equipment, and even though it's got tons of use on it from a local gym, because it's down here in my home gym, it's only going to get used once or twice a week at most from my wife and I. And here is the last piece of cardio equipment that I have gotten. And frankly, it's the one that I use now about 99% of the time, and it is an Echo bike, also known as an assault bike, an air bike, the devil's bike. You basically pump your arms, bike your legs, and you are absolutely gassed in no time. It's very hard to go easy on this bike. It's not really meant for a casual stroll, and I absolutely love it. I think the price tag was $800 when I bought it. No, $850 when I bought it. Plus, because it's Rogue, I had to buy the extra attachments for an additional like $35. It's worth it. I absolutely love this bike. The next piece of cardio equipment that's coming to the home gym is going to be a spin bike for the misses, and I probably will end up using it as well as maybe a cool down to my leg day. And even though I'm very grateful to have this cardio equipment here, I probably should be using it a lot more. Do you have any favorite cardio equipment that you have that you recommend, or do you hate cardio as much as I do? You've probably already heard me mention functional training in today's home gym tour, and I am a big believer that functional training is good, not just to feel good with regards to your body, with regards to longevity, with regards to feeling good later on in life, but to look good too. Unfortunately, we all go down this road, myself included, where we get into that weightlifting mindset, where we just want to hit numbers, we want to just move weight. We think that if we hit a big enough bench press, we're gonna look great. The truth is, functional training, if you wanna look good, that's where it's at. So I do try to incorporate a lot of functional training in my home gym and my home gym equipment. Weighted vests. Longtime subscribers know I am a massive fan of weighted vests. This is my Wolf Tactical plate carrier, but I just use it as a weighted vest. It takes every free weight, body weight exercise and turns it into a completely different beast. I utilize this as much as I can, even though I absolutely hate it. Battle ropes. Longtime subscribers to my YouTube channel and my Instagram page know I love my battle rope. So many people poo-poo battle ropes. I've been using this one for over a year now. This is Rep Fitness. It comes in different colors if you like to color coordinate like I do. But people think there's only like one exercise you can use with a battle rope because that's all they see like the Thor do or the Rock do on their Instagram page. Just pick it up and slam it down. Tons of different exercises for upper body, lower body, and abs. Also, a lot of people think that they need a ton of space to bring in some monster battle rope. You can get a 30-foot battle rope in your home gym, and then all you need for length is 15 feet because you're gonna have it divided in half. And clearly it doesn't take much space, and when it's not in use, you could hang it from the ceiling like yours truly. Sandbag, another piece of functional equipment that people will avoid like the plague because it works and it hurts. I have 3 sandbags now. Big fan of Rep Fitness. I got their black and red that I've been rocking and rolling with for over a year plus now. I got different weights in here, and there's so many great exercises, whether you just utilize these for cardio, for circuit training, or just to use these to add on to your body weight exercises. It really changes the game up with regards to how your body is taxed, because every rep on here is different because that sand or whatever you fill these things up with is moving on every rep. So every time you hit that rep, it's a little bit different than the one before, and your body has to accommodate that and has to adjust. If you made it this far in the video, then you and I are officially best friends. I want to give you 3 quick lessons learned with regards to building out your home gym from the stuff that I've learned through making some mistakes and occasionally getting stuff right randomly and by sheer luck. So number 1 is that patience pays off. Many of us, we want to have that instant gratification. You know what I'm talking about. We want to hit that buy it now button and have a complete home gym. Most home gyms that you see on social media were built over a number of years. Even this one was started well before the Rona took over in 2020. Number two is plan it out. Oftentimes, we think that finances are a limiting factor when it comes to a home gym. And the truth is, in the long term, it is 100% space. So if you have an idea of how you want your home gym set up, draw it on paper, measure it out, put duct tape along the floor on each piece of equipment that you want to get in so you know what you have room for, how stuff is going to sit, how the flow is going to feel in your home gym. Because dumping in a whole bunch of equipment into your home gym and having it feel claustrophobic, having it hard to move around is not going to be conducive to an excellent workout experience. And number three is pay once, cry once. Now, I love reviewing pieces of budget home gym equipment because every once in a while you hit a gem where the price point is low, but the value is super, super high. Unfortunately, especially with a lot of the Photoshop marketing that Amazon employs, a lot of the stuff that we think is going to be a great deal is an absolute piece of junk. So please do your research, figure out what is going to be right for you, and don't be afraid to spend a little bit more to get what you really want, because home gym equipment will last you an absolute lifetime. Home gym equipment is going to last your kid's lifetime as long as you take care of it and make sure you don't leave it out in the rain. So think hard and long about spending just a little bit extra money to make sure that you get something that you're going to be happy with, not for the next year, but for the next 10 years, 20 years, 100 years from now, because that piece of equipment's going to be around in 100 years. Comment below, what do you want to see me review next on this channel? Be aware that if you saw anything that you want to kind of get further in the weeds on, you might have questions on, I do have links to each of these individual review videos in the description. And while you're in the description, check out the affiliate links. Those links do help out the channel. All the proceeds from those links goes right back into future reviews and creating more content for this channel. If you came this far in the video, give it a like. Hit that red subscribe button. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.